Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Ty Legend. Today on Extraordinary, imagine a world where devastating loss becomes the ultimate fuel for success. Today, we uncover how Michael Jordan transformed the crushing weight of his father's death into the drive that secured his 1996 championship. A story so profound, it will challenge everything you believe about overcoming adversity and unlocking your own potential. The arena fell silent. A single figure stood motionless, championship trophy clutched against his chest, tears streaming down his face. This wasn't a moment of pure triumph. This was something deeper, something more complex. You might think you know Michael Jordan's story, the basketball legend, the global icon. But what if I told you his greatest victory was never about scoring points? In 1978, a 15-year-old boy sat alone in a high school locker room. Sweat and disappointment hung in the air. His name was missing from the varsity basketball roster. For most, this would be a crushing defeat. For Michael Jordan, it was the moment everything changed. Imagine being told you're not good enough, not talented enough. At an age when most teenagers are searching for identity, Jordan was handed a brutal rejection. But here's the first lesson. Your setbacks are not your definition, they are your invitation. James Jordan didn't just build a basketball court in their Wilmington backyard. He constructed a battlefield of potential. Every inch of that asphalt represented something more than a playing surface. It was a canvas where a young Michael would paint his future. Every dribble was a whisper, every shot a declaration. His mother, Dolores, understood something profound. When Michael was cut from the team, she didn't offer empty consolation. Those words weren't just advice, they were a blueprint for transformation. At 510, Michael was overlooked. Teammates laughed, coaches saw nothing special. But within that seemingly average frame burned an extraordinary fire. This wasn't just about basketball. This was about proving something to himself. Imagine spending an entire summer practicing when everyone else is relaxing. While friends enjoyed summer vacations, Jordan was on that backyard court. Dribbling, shooting, repeating, not for fame, not for recognition, but for something more primal, self-respect. And then something remarkable happened, a growth spurt. Suddenly, 510 became 63. But the real growth wasn't physical, it was internal. The University of North Carolina wasn't just a college, it was another proving ground. Each practice, each game became a battle against his own limitations. When he hit that championship-winning shot, it wasn't just a basketball moment, it was a statement. His rise wasn't a smooth ascent, it was a relentless climb. Opponents created the Jordan rules, entire defensive strategies designed to stop one man. They saw his talent as a threat. But Jordan saw their resistance as fuel. Every block, every hard foul, every attempt to contain him became another log on his motivational fire. Championships started accumulating, records shattered, but success has its own brutal mathematics. The more you achieve, the more the world demands. Pressure isn't just external, it's a weight you carry inside. Jordan wasn't just playing basketball, he was rewriting the very definition of excellence. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. turned setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. Then came the moment that would test everything Jordan had built. In 1993, his father James was murdered. The world saw a basketball superstar, but behind that image was a son drowning in grief. Most would retreat. Jordan did something unexpected. He walked away from basketball to pursue his father's dream, professional baseball. This wasn't a career move. This was a pilgrimage of pain, a son's attempt to connect with a lost father through the game James had loved. The baseball fields became his mourning ground. Each swing, each missed pitch was a conversation with a memory. The world watched and whispered, a basketball legend struggling in the minor leagues. But struggle, you'll learn, is where true transformation happens. Two words that would become legendary. When Jordan returned to basketball in 1995, it wasn't just a comeback, it was a resurrection. The 1996 season became more than a championship run. It was a statement about resilience. The Chicago Bulls didn't just win. They dominated, achieving a record-breaking 72-10 season. But this wasn't just about statistics. This was about a man who had transformed personal tragedy into unprecedented excellence. Remember the flu game, when Jordan played through severe illness, delivering a performance that defied human limitation. That wasn't just athleticism, that was a metaphor for life itself. Jordan wasn't just creating a sports legacy, he was building a cultural revolution. The Air Jordan brand became more than sneakers. It became a symbol of possibility. His leadership wasn't gentle, it was demanding. Teammates spoke of being simultaneously terrified and inspired. He didn't just want excellence, he demanded it, not just from others, but primarily from himself. But greatness always demands a price. Jordan's journey wasn't just about triumph, it was about sacrifice. Imagine carrying the expectations of millions, every move watched, every decision analyzed. The personal cost of public perfection is rarely understood. As we return to that moment in 1996, a champion crying amidst his triumph, we see something profound. Those tears weren't just about winning, they were about transformation. Here's the truth that will change your life. Your most significant victories will never be about what you achieve. They'll be about who you become in the process. Look at your own life. Where have you been cut? Where have you been told you're not enough? Those moments are not your limitations. They are your launching pad. Jordan wasn't born a legend. He was forged in the fires of rejection, fueled by a desire that would rewrite the rules of what it means to be truly great. What will you do with your own rejection? How will you transform your setbacks into your greatest strength? The choice, as always, is yours. On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine if after defying all odds, our hero found himself on the edge of despair. After conquering courts, could Michael Jordan's relentless drive lead him to salvation or plunge him into darkness? You won't believe what happens next, as we meet a figure who challenges everything you thought you knew about heroes and healing. Next week, we delve into humanitarian heroes with Dr. Hunter Patch Adams, who dares to revolutionize medicine by choosing joy over despair. Don't miss how his unconventional methods clash with tradition, pushing him to the brink in ways even Air Jordan couldn't anticipate. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.